Alright, welcome to the iBendy podcast. I don't know whose decision this was, but we all thought it was a good idea. The whole point of this is we're going to talk shit about the loser club, and we're going to talk about why we either hate it or like it, and we're also probably going to have a chat about Mario and Wolfo. With me is Captain Vega.
Hello there.
We got Sam and Sky too.
Yeet.
He is a boy, I can confirm that. He's not a girl. And we have Toy, also known as Gussie.
You're right, boys.
And I'm Boise. Alright, let's start with this simply. Alright, Mario, he's a cunt, let's be honest here. He fucked off to another Discord because he thought he was better than us. So, who's got anything to say about that?
I
He
spoke
pulled
to,
the Carlos and left for a bigger server.
I spoke to Mario in DMs. Like, I'll get him up later.
Yeah.
Basically, he told me that he was offended by the jokes we were making. So I basically said, why didn't you tell us? And then he was like, oh, you guys should have known. It was he's just a fucking retard.
Greece and economic ruin made him that angry that he had to tell us to all fuck off.
Yeah, like we were just making fun of Greece. He was saying like how it's not the people's fault of Greece, how it's just like people being unemployed. And then I said, isn't that the people though? I don't know. He was a big retard.
Yeah, it's the people's fault for not being able to get a job.
Yeah, it's like the people's fault for not like wanting to get out off their arse. It's not really our fault. It's just, you know, we wanted to make a funny meme.
Like,
And
let's not get political here, right? Let's not get political, because if we do, because I don't live in Greece. I've been over there on holiday once. It seemed alright. Saw a fat man eating an orange off a tree, but it was an alright place. I mean, the other day I walked out my door and walked to school, and I saw a homeless man eating out of a bin. So I think Greece is a bit nicer than it is over here. But I can't really comment on if Greece is like a shit place. I can just look at the statistics and say, well, you were in debt for this long. Now you're in debt to another country. You know, that's all I can say.
Hasn't Greece like been bankrupt like 3 times? Something like that.
They had a bailout scheme because the main cause the main cause of their economic crash was because of how their taxing system works. So Greece's economy mostly lives off tourism. So when people would come over, a hotel would build. Let's say you had a 500-room hotel, okay?
Yep.
They would build 499 of the rooms and not have to pay tax because the building wasn't complete, because you only had to pay tax on a building or land once it's complete.
I say we should just execute all the Greek people.
So Greece started selling off their land to try and pay back all their debt to the EU. And the EU said, no, it's fine, keep your debt. But then they started getting in debt to other countries, and Germany came in like, oh, alright, like, Greece, you want some fucking money? Greece was like, yeah, I'd love some money. They took all the money, had a big bailout scheme, and who knows what's going to happen now.
So, like, but we're gonna go back to the subject of Mario. So Mario, where did all the beef start? Like, cause I posted some message saying fucking something like, Greece is poor. I don't know. I don't remember.
It all started back. We were playing a game, and I put Greece is in economic ruin. Isn't Greece poor as shit right now? And then he said, no, British media is fake. They lie.
So it all started in 800 AD.
I mean, he's not wrong.
800 AD when we first discovered mining.
Mining diamond ore.
Our civilization was that shit.
So
I
no,
was playing
like,
with Germany.
I put something in the chat, and he was like, oh, are you like? I won't be surprised if you were gonna say that fucking Greece is poor or something. Like, I don't know. He just seemed to get like really triggered. Like,
He's a Greece elitist, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm a supporter of the EDL, so no, we like what we like.
Yeah. Some people like trap. Some people like you know, exterminating Jews. Why do you like?
You like what you like.
Why don't you just like stick a picture of Jimmy?
Boys,
Kimmel?
but there's something more important here, right? I know we said we only wanted to talk about Mario, but did you boys hear that Elon Musk got suspended from Twitter?
Why? What did he do?
Well, let me pull the...
What
Alright,
did he-
but anyway.
Didn't
From
he
what I
actually
heard,
say
he
his-
tweeted something quite controversial. But then again, cunts always get banned from Twitter, don't they?
Yeah, he smoked that blunt on the there's something Fucking
Yeah, didn't. Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say.
He smoked a fat blunt, and then like the media was like, oh, his stocks dropped because he is bad man. He has done the big mean. You know what else dropped? Fucking Mario. The Greeks economy.
Oh, this was it, right. So people were impersonating Elon Musk, and because of that, they were getting their accounts locked.
Oh, I just got a lot of deja vu.
So if you want anything to say about Mario and you know, him being a big retard.
Yeah.
Well, not only this, but there was a couple instances a while ago. I think a couple of people not here will remember the Starbound adventures. Simon, do you remember those?
Big cheating.
You told me about those when we were playing Left 4 Dead. Like, was he just him getting angry? Oh, it was
Yeah.
Flanderson who told me.
No,
He was
he
spawning
was
items in
cheating.
because we were so
yeah.
far ahead. Because he wanted to catch up to us and play with us. We offered to teach him how to play and get all that stuff, but he went off and cheated it all in. And so we got a bit mad at him because we worked so hard and he just cheated all that in. So we accused him of cheating, and the next day he comes around with us saying he's gonna shut down the server for no reason. And when we asked him why, he said it was all because you accused me of cheating or something along that lines. That he didn't like us anymore.
He said accused, but we did have proof.
Mate, it's a fucking game.
Well, you have to be mad at own game. I didn't like have too many occurrences with like Mario, but like when I did, he just seemed like a very confused, angry man. He called Flanderson an autist, and I tried to explain to him that he had ADHD, and then he just called him an autist again.
I mean, that's pretty hypocritical, but you know, whatever.
I mean,
Boys, breaking news 1 minute ago. Etika is reported to be at the Elmhurst Mental Hospital. Good to see he's alright.
oh well, fucking Ed.
Oh, well, he can get some fucking help there. He needs it.
Ed's having a fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah. Then again, take this with a grain of salt. This is from the very credible news source, Keemstar.
Oh yes, no, very credible news. How dare you?
Remember, Keemstar and his Twitter are two completely separate things. Drama Alert and his Twitter are two completely different things, and that's why his banner on Twitter is a Drama Alert.
That's about as credible as an African prince trying to give you his through an email.
We're talking about Africans. Where the fuck's Flanderson? Like, where's he gone?
Segue, that was smooth.
Where's Flanderson? Like, where's he gone?
I think he died.
Flenderson, I don't know. He doesn't really have much of a social life, from what I remember.
I don't know. Like, we know that his name's. That's about it.
And we know that Colgate's name is.
Yeah.
But Colgate wasn't as secretive about his stuff.
Whoa! Alright, let's get
Can we
back on
get
top.
some? Can we get some bleeps and censors in here? Actually,
Alright, so I've
Edit.
I've I made a list of things we're gonna talk about. Mario and Wolfo. Wolfo was the next topic. Any updates on the whereabouts of
Where the fuck is Wolfo? So
I sent a friend request to him. And
I've got a bit of insight on Wolfo. I sent Wolfo like a message just saying meme, and he responded with meme question mark. And basically, I spoke to Wolfo about Croatia. He told me about his war, and I said, very interesting, Wolfo. And then, if you remember, I posted that thing saying, there are many things that don't exist, such as the wage gap, and, fucking unicorns. And then I said, and Croatia XDDDDD. And, I remember he left. Oh, Wolfo was a funny kid. Like, he was a retard, but he was funny.
Wolfo, Wolfo thought it was gay
Anti-gay.
for the longest time.
He was also
And
very
I told him that I was
homophobic.
from Manchester where we beat up gay cunts, and then he got very angry at me. And then he was like, I want to break his neck.
Oh
He
guys,
said
by
that
the way,
gay.
there's a new fidget spinner I just found.
Alright, now people can't see that, and I hope no one can see that. That's a picture of Ricky Berwick, and I feel bad for Ricky Berwick.
Oh, that's big. Just because you said that, we just said that in the video.
Alright. Alright, now, it's obvious that we can't talk about Wolfo for however fucking long, so I want to talk about something else. Red Dead Redemption 2, opinions.
It looks
Why is
alright.
Why is it not on PC?
Yeah,
Because
why is it on
Rockstar, because it was built, it took them like 7 years to make it, and it was all geared to just work on next gen console. For them to then go ahead and make it for PC, they would either have to upgrade it massively or downgrade it massively. That's the kind of problem. They're just a bit lazy.
No. Fucking. I mean, it looks alright. I have a console, but I don't think I'll buy
And
it.
there's some like cool features in it though. So like you have to make sure you're not overweight and underweight, and like you can shave and you gotta shave and stuff. And you can choose what the length of your beard is, and if you go into town and like you have a high suspicion level, people are gonna try and hunt you down. But if you shave your beard off and put some new clothes on, people will not recognize you as much, and your suspicion level will go down. If you stand if you stand near wanted posters and people can see you next to the wanted posters, people will try and hunt you down. And you
Yeah,
got like
that's pretty
feed your
good.
horses and shit. I've got a little bit of a problem with this. People are
If
acting like
it's
this is.
cold, the horse's balls shrink as well. That's pretty
So people are
weird.
acting like this is game breaking, like game breaking content. Like, oh my god, we've never seen stuff like this before. It's like, you ever played Mafia 2? This was like the key part of the game. So if you got caught wearing certain clothes, you had to go and change. If you got caught like in a certain car, you had to go get a new car, and it was like impossible to steal any. You would steal a car, and then suddenly you had 6 police officers on you, and if you hit one lamppost, you would. That was like Mafia 2 in a nutshell.
Mafia 2. Mafia 2.
Oh, that game was such a fucking grind if you ever played it.
I played it once on like the PS3, and then I never played it again because it was at my mate's house.
It was like such a. If you wanted to like do anything in it, you had to have like a gun. You had to have a gun, and you started off every level, and it had like a good story where it was like really sick and twisted. But then what would happen is suddenly it'd be like, "Hey, I didn't like your face, and we're gonna have a random shootout in this bar for no reason." Then you would suddenly just have like a massive fight with 6 people. And then Vito would walk up to his criminal like, "Yeah, that's fucking right. I told you." And then he would shoot him, and it would end. It's like, well, what was the point in that? There's literally a scene where Vito like cuts his hand open, and they have like a blood pact with the family, with the Falcone family, Falcones. And what happens is Vito has like this big discussion, like, yeah, you value us more than you value our family. And at any point, he never mentions that Vito loves like his dad or anything. He never says, oh, I miss my dad. And then you find out the guy who worked for the family killed his dad, and suddenly Vito just fucking kills him for no reason. I'm like, what? Who cares? He's your dad. You're making like how much money now? It's like, Jesus Christ, get over it. Is your dad committed, not alive?
Do we have any other topics to speak about?
How about the well-known game that's coming up called Fallout 76?
Oh yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So Boise, we know his opinions, but we need to let the people of the podcast know.
It's gonna be a dog shit Fallout game.
So it looks like a good game. Like I've seen
Not
games.
necessarily a bad game, but just not a great Fallout.
No, it's how it's a Fallout game. It's like, it's gonna be what the console players want. Because I always see 2 things. Console players either want, oh, we want Dota, or we want, you know, CSGO or something. And the next big one, which I always see, is that they want fucking Rust.
I swear CSGO was on Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was.
It is. CSGO, what is it? Go?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Like, really old version though.
It's like so dog shit and under. Well, fucking TF2's on there, but it's so not.
I have
Yeah,
that.
the orange box.
The orange box.
I was thinking of just like getting an Xbox and just playing the orange box to see if anyone plays online.
People do. Someone made a video where they were playing TF2 Orange Box, and it was like how they average out around about 1,000 people US. Like fuck, I thought TF2 on the Steam store was doing about 1,000 people US on console. No, never mind. No, it's like all the story from what we've seen from all the fucking gameplay from the beta. It's all told through holotapes. So let's say you're a Twitch streamer, okay? Well, that's gonna fucking kill your audience, because the good thing about Fallout 4 is it was so diverted from the story. You could pay like no interest to the story and still have like a lot of fucking fun. But the problem, but a game like Fallout 76, you couldn't stream because it was very story orientated. You'd be walking around and there'd be constant holotapes and drives, things you needed to read, people to speak to. And that was great about New Vegas. But 76, literally, you walk into a church. Well, here's 6 holotapes about the story. You better go listen to all of them. And also, why do the brother have Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Why did the Brotherhood have T60? T60's not even in there. T60's in Boston only, and the Brotherhood still don't get it till they go to Boston and they start mass producing it. So many. It's either retcons or plot holes. You're already retconning your lore from the last game. I can understand if you retcon Fallout 1 or Fallout 2 or even Fallout West or Fallout fucking Tactics, but not Fallout 4. It came out like 3 years ago. Sorry, I'm gonna simmer down.
I have a comment about this whole situation. Another settlement needs your help.
That's another thing, settlements, okay? You can put... So the other games had like this system where it was like, well, you're gonna have to make a decision here. Do you carry around like 60 fucking miniguns, or do you like drop one of them so you can fast travel? And that was kind of like trade-offs, like, well, I'm either trading for, you know, movability over, you know, fast travel. So it's like, okay, right, I'm gonna drop this. Sorry, minigun, you know, I need to get home so I can drop my stuff off over at, you know, the Lucky 38.
Yeah.
But in the new game, you can just put down your camp, put everything in it, pick up your camp, and carry on walking.
Fantastic game design, if you ask me. 10 out of 10. Is there any other games like upcoming that look pretty good? Or any films? What about Into the Spider-Verse? That looks really good.
It's got Donald Glover in it. That's all I know about it.
I like the cartoony style. I've read the comics. Well, I've read the comics, and they're like, the comics are really good. So I hope the fucking thing's really good. And Tom Holland, best Spider-Man. I'd give him a suck for 5p.
Payday 2 Crime Fest is happening for this year.
That's gay. But boys, did you have any comments about big Tom Holland?
Tom Holland, we had to do some shit at my school where we wrote about who our favourite actor was, and I wrote about Tom Holland. I wrote about him because I think he's a bit mad lad. He said Greg's was his favourite his favourite place to have food on a Lad Bible video. Said it was better than Krispy Kreme, so, you know, big up my man Tom Holland. I also like how he constantly reads out Marvel fucking he constantly gets out Marvel spoilers. I fucking love that. So yeah, Tom Holland, he's a big mad lad. Big fan.
In our school, we had to write about who our hero was. Someone did Tom Holland.
And you wrote about me?
No, I wrote about what's he called? Hold on, let me Google this.
So
Spider-Man. Isn't the next like Spider-Man film with Tom Holland in it coming out next year?
Far away from home.
Yeah, Far Away from Home. Seems
He accidentally got leaked by him once again. He was there and he was talking about oh yeah, well, we're filming the next one. And then they said, wait, what? He's like, oh fuck.
Right, there it is. The person I wrote about for my thing we had to do was Todd Howard.
Oh yes.
It didn't go very well, but you know, it was pretty improvised. I had to...
What did you just write for your whole thing? It just worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favourite celebrity was Adolf Hitler. He seemed like a really nice guy.
Whoever killed Adolf Hitler is my hero.
Yeah, same. Boys, what do you think about Bohemian Rhapsody? Do you think, like, I'm thinking of watching it.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, it looks...
That seems to be like the big trend now, just making a fucking movie about artists. Like, what was it? A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga's? Like, everyone was fucking talking about that. Like, she's such an inspirational woman. It's like, fuck off. The slag was wearing a meat dress a couple of months ago. I mean, she...
Months? Like, it was like 5 years ago.
Was it? Oh, Jesus,
Yeah.
I can't even remember. And you get all these people saying, oh my god, she went through so much hardships. Like, well, they're gonna make them out to be bigger than they are. I'm not disputing or putting down anything she fucking did, but let's be honest here. It's a movie. It's for entertainment purposes. Don't take anything that comes from it seriously. It's like when you watch 12 Years a Slave. They say these were based on real events. It's like, yeah, of course they're based on real events. Slavery was a real thing, and I'm guaranteeing out there was a little bit something with a little bit of credit there. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, right? I bet things were a bit more gruesome than it was in the movie, but the movie just emphasizes that. Also, fucking, let's talk about a good slave movie here. Fucking, what's it called?
Boy in the striped pajamas.
Oh, Django.
The Django.
Well, it's not Django, it's Django. No,
Yeah.
no. That's like the famous quote. You don't pronounce the D in my name. It's only Django. Django Unchained. Good fucking movie. Love it when he's getting his testicles cut off.
Fantastic film. he's a big scary black man with a big gun.
Anyway, in
Oh.
our English class, we're reading Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh
Thing is,
yes.
though, nobody knows like anything about it. For some reason,
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait
yes.
until they find out Smule is going in the
Mm.
paper. He's going in the.
Oh,
we
Smule
watched
and Bruno are going by,
the
boys.
film in year 6. For some reason.
Like fucking, I think last year somebody cried at Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Oh, what was it?
no,
What was it? We
I
watched.
keep spoiling it for everyone. Like, I know exactly what's gonna happen next. I'm like, hey guys, this is gonna happen. It happens, and they just look at me. They're
Remember,
disappointed.
Bush, you remember when I telling you about the pianist, right? And then the guy gets thrown
The
off.
pianist. Oh, the guy
Yeah,
gets
he's
rolled
thrown
off.
off. Yeah, but
That's the
fucking
best thing when you're watching historical movies in school and people don't know about what.
Redfish, fucking, he called me heartless. And,
You heartless bastard! You laughed at something in a movie.
it was
It's like, like in Forrest Gump. Like, oh, fucking at the end of that. Like, I know it's wrong of me to laugh at it. And you know what? It is quite a heart-touching movie. And after it, you think to yourself, you know what, Forrest, you're the man. But like at the end of Marley and Me, I was laughing at that shit when I was younger. That shit never made me cry.
Forrest Gump's a good funny meme. Fucking big Forrest Gump man's my dad. What?
Oh, always watch Big Mouth. You know that fucking TV show
Oh no.
Oh no.
where Netflix literally take anything at this.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Netflix adaptation meme? It's like fucking anime.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. that's
manga,
what I mean.
anime.
They
Netflix
they
adaptation.
literally take anything. Fucking Big Mouth,
What,
a show about
which
a show with child pornography. 13 Reasons Why, a fucking TV series about suicide, which played down the major issues. What was the other one? There was one which was basically, I can't remember what it was called. It's going to annoy me because I remember it pissed me off. There's like a series where they basically proposed the idea that, oh, maybe disabilities are just in people's heads. It's like, are you fucking dumb? Who are they employing to make these fucking shows?
Anyway, Toy, which anime was that you're on about? You cut out. Was it the
Oh.
Death Note one or the?
Yeah, the Death Note one. I've seen the fucking Netflix thing. And L's black. Fucking.
Help.
I had a whole conversation with a bunch of my friends. It's like fucking why L was black, and one of them said that fucking it's a good change. That L
Not
L is
really.
black. L shouldn't be black. L's just like supposed to be like the scrawny fucking kid. Well, not kid. This really scrawny smart guy. That no, scrounges around. Back to the topic of fucking historical films. Have you guys watched Pearl Harbor? What is he?
Yeah, sorry, what was that? I was just watching the trailer for fucking Sabrina the Teenage Witch about the new fucking one on Netflix.
Have you seen Pearl Harbor?
Alright, I got
Alright, we're standing down.
Right,
have
we're
you
salmon
watched-
down, but it's alright. We don't need them. No, so Pearl Harbor. What about Pearl Harbor? It's a good meme. What about it?
Have you watched it?
Yes, I've watched
Oh,
it.
it's a fucking joke. Oh,
So, just you ever watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch when you were younger?
no.
Well, they're remaking it, but it's going to be a much more darker story. Like, it was a children's show, and it's a Netflix original now, and it's going to be a much more darker show, and it's going to have, it's going to have, like, more death-based stories, and it's by the guy who did Riverdale. And it actually looks alright, but I guarantee they're going to be so fucking bullshit, and so sort of, we are strong women.
Yeah.
No,
Have
it's
you
gonna-
have you heard how they speak in Riverdale? Like, some like got old guy
Yeah.
sat down, and he said he's looked up fucking funny word that teenager use, and they go XD Twitter big meme, yes. And then they
See-
put it.
All Netflix shows in place.
The problem with, like, fucking Netflix shows is that the people who watch them are the same kind of people who put in their Instagram bio, why can't I find a man? And it's because you can't find a man, because you're probably a massive cunt. And that's probably why. Because you're probably this big, slaggy, saggy who sits around there in Adidas expensive £200 shoes, covered in mud because you never properly clean them. Sat there with your hair tied up in a bun with your blonde roots showing. That's what I fucking mean. It's like, you're probably the biggest cunt in real life, and you probably watch Riverdale because it's funny. You know what else? You probably tweet the troll face meme and still find fucking, Harambe funny. That's what I mean.
Is Riverdale a fucking comedy? I don't, like...
Jake is notorious date the girl out of fucking Riverdale.
Fucking... I've not seen any really good comedies, like, the last good comedy I saw was The In-Betweeners.
Oh, have you seen White Gold? White Gold's really fucking good. It has the guys from the In-Betweeners. What's his name? Who's the guy?
You cut out there. What did you say?
I said, who's the guy who played Jay from the In-Betweeners?
That's
it. It has James Buckley and it has Joe Thomas. They played Simon and Jay, and that's on Netflix, and that's really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
You'll also like Friday Night Dinner. That has Simon Bird in it. He played Will Mackenzie.
Yeah. I know who Simon Bird is.
Yeah, he played Will. That's really fucking good. Friday Night Dinner. I'm trying to think of some other ones which you might like.
Is Pulp Fiction good?
Are you actually kidding me?
I've never watched it. Like.
You pissing me off here. Watch it. It's a long film, and you might get in points where, because whenever I try to get people to watch, they're like, "Oh, I got halfway through it and got bored." It's like, what do you mean? Well, none of it made sense. It's like, you need to watch it all the way through. Same with like when you watch Clint Eastwood, like with The Bad and the Ugly. You need to watch that all the way through. You can't just watch half of it and then think, I'm done now.
You know what? One good show is I really enjoyed. It was a while back, but I really enjoyed F is for Family.
Oh.
I'm not too sure about it because I watched it a really long time ago.
What about Rick and Morty, boys? What happened to Rick and Morty?
They lost their community because of I have 200 IQ.
Is there gonna be a new season? Like.
Yeah, it's just Dan Harmon and fucking what's his name, Justin Roiland. They take so long to ever produce a fucking season because every time it's always like they get into an argument and the whole point of Rick and Morty is that it's not meant to have a story and the fans want it to have a story. So you're kind of in this bit of a parallel. It's like, well, the whole point of it is that it doesn't have a story, but we can't piss off our fans because they're the people who are going to watch it. So if we just do what we want to do, then no one's going to watch it and we're not going to be able to make it anymore. So we need to do what they need to try and find this middle ground, which I doubt they'll ever find. Because Rick and Morty it can't last forever. There isn't enough of a plot to keep it going, because the whole point when they made it was that they wouldn't have a plot. But when you give Rick, like, I'm going to use the Fairly Odd Parents as an example. Fairly Odd Parents, a fucking show which actually limits its characters. Like, I get, Like, I get, it's a kid's show, but it does. Like, the fairies have the rules, that fucking giant pink book. Like, oh yeah, you can only do this, this, and this. Very smart. As much as I hate Butch Hartman, he gives them fucking rules. But with the portal gun, there are not the portal guns. Is it portal gun? What does he fucking call it again?
The big green portal gun.
Yeah, the big green portal gun. With that, literally, there is no limit. It's just, oh, we're gonna go, we can fuck up here, go over to another dimension. That's the whole problem with it. And Dan Hartman said this. Did I just call him Dan Hartman? Anyway, they've addressed this. They basically said, oh yeah, this is a problem, and we're kind of stuck now. I don't really know what we're gonna do because, it's like we don't want to use it as a plot device, but that is literally the best plot device which we can use. So they need to think of some reason why Rick doesn't like doing it, and his reason right now is like, oh, I don't like seeing people die. I'm actually attached to my family, but it's like, are you happy to see Summer and everyone die? It's like, Jesus Christ, it pisses me off.
Can they kill everyone and replace them with Pickle Rick? Pickle Rick was
Pickle Rick, hell yeah.
What's your favourite episode of Rick and Morty?
Rick Lantis was really good.
I think my favourite probably the pilot, the first episode. Because,
yeah.
Yeah, because I laughed a lot at that one. That's why I kept watching the show. Like, I don't like shows that have really shit starts. Like, they might get good in between, but no, I think a strong start's always good. I mean, some shows get better, but I'm the big stupid, and I can't be bothered fucking watching all the shit season before I watch the good shit.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy like fucking the Clone Wars series, because you can just like go to the random episodes. It's an anthology, so you can just go to random fucking episodes.
Oh yes, you know that we were talking about Fallout 76, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have cut down playtime hours recently because they were worried players were getting through the content too quick. So they cut it down massively. So it will launch for everyone on October 30th, and on October 30th you will have 4 hours to play the game. Very good. But now, if you're on Xbox, leading from here, you only have from 5 to 7, 2 hours, and then from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So you're only getting 2 hours there. Pretty shitty.
Is it the big meme though?
Well, 3 actually, ignore me. But yeah, I don't. Well, 3? No, what am I talking about? 2. It's alright. It's an alright, like. And then they're gonna slowly. And then on November 4th, you get so fucking long to play it. You get 6 hours almost.
When did the game like officially come out though?
November 15th, I think.
November 15th November.
Did it
Alright.
get
So
bumped? Like, there was probably just a thing, but I heard it got bumped like a day. You used to have a, you used to have a short release time, but then they had to bump it for whatever reason. I can't remember.
fucking. What was the last Fallout game? Well, the last good Fallout game, in your opinion?
Vegas.
Yeah.
What about
What was-
Fallout 3?
Good one. Fallout New Vegas came out.
Oh yeah,
After
it came.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Never mind.
You had it went from it's Fallout 1, then Fallout 2, then Fallout Tactics, then Fallout Brotherhood Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel for the PS2. And then Fallout oh shit, which one was no. Then it was Fallout Online, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then it was Fallout
Online.
3, Fallout New Vegas, and then it was Fallout 4. Now it's going to be Fallout 76. But the problem with this, which annoys multiplayer games, kind of put big AAA titles on the back burner. When you have a fully multiplayer game, that's kind of saying like, yeah, right, we're going to do this, we're going to work on it, but it's going to be on the back burner. We have no big titles coming up, we have nothing to work on. It's like, they're clearly wanting to make this multiplayer Fallout, because a multiplayer Fallout's going to make them a lot of fucking money, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That appeals to a lot of console gamers. And what's going to happen... I can't believe I said gamers unironically. And what's going to happen is, that's going to get a lot of money for them, and then they can work on their new IPs like Starfield and the next Elder Scrolls game, and that's what's probably going to happen. But you look at something like Red Dead Redemption, that is going to have a big AAA title with AAA story with its own multiplayer functionalities, which is going to be released later down the line. That's pretty good.
Have you seen that Fallout Miami thing? That
Yeah, I played a bit of it.
Is it good?
It's okay, but it's like whenever you see someone review a Fallout mod,
Is
they
it
say
like,
it's Bethesda quality, but it's not. It's what I like to call mod quality. It's very good,
is
but
there
you
that
can
mod?
still tell that it's not designed by Bethesda.
Is there that mod like a couple of years ago? Portal Stories Mel. That was apparently supposed to be really good, and like people played it. They're like, this is fucking shit.
Yeah, but All Stories Mel had really good like assets behind it, but I think a lot of it comes down to the people who design these worlds don't use the editor every single day. Like someone who plays someone at Bethesda is using the creation tool every single day, the creation kit. But someone who is a fan of Fallout isn't going to be using that creation kit every day. They're only going to use it for leisurely things. They don't have to learn how to use the creation kit. They choose to learn it. So they're not going to be, I would say, as good with it because they're not being forced to learn it. But in a way, you could argue, well, they don't have the restrictions. They can be more creative with it. And that is completely true. You look at some of the things which people make and put it on the fucking official Fallout 4 mods. Oh, I'll get onto that in a minute because that pisses me off as well. The official Fallout 4 mods, you look at that shit and you think, you know, that's some really good work which someone's done. But when someone then goes to create... So before Nuka World came out, there was another world kind of map, another like playground theme one. And that one was also very good, but you could clearly tell it wasn't made by Bethesda, and I can't remember what it is. Like it had some good assets, but you could just tell it wasn't made by Bethesda because of how props and things were placed and how easy loot was to get in different areas and scaling, and where the lighting was. That's the thing. But then every now and then a big company like Nvidia will come through and make one, and they made their own little it was Vault, I think 1000. It was like they made their own Vault mod. It had very good lighting, and when you played that, it almost killed my PC playing it. But anyway, I had to have like all the settings on low to play it, and when I was playing through it, it was like, yeah, it's good, but you can tell it's not made by Bethesda. But no, Fall's good. It's just not a good Fallout game.
Whoa.
It's enjoyable, and it's my most played one by far, but it's not the one which I look the most fondly on. The one which I look the most fondly on is New Vegas, but then again, I have the most memories in 4 because of the subsequent builds. Anyway, I don't want to fucking talk about Fallout all day long. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, we went off topic. We were meant to fucking talk about Mario. Alright, let's start out. Mario's a greedy bastard. He only cares about money, and his servers, he's the top moderator on a Gmod server now, so he gets a big thumbs up. I'm sure Salmon would agree with me. I think this has been a pretty successful first episode.
So, that's a wrap, boys.